Boom, chicka wow. Hi, everybody. Lisa Fry with My Mystical Life. Bum ba da bum ba bum 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 ba da bum ba bum. Just a trifle warm. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Just flippin' fantastic, right? Hi, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, let me message this little person over here. Let me message this little person over here. How is everybody? Ooh, Amber Allen needs a couple prayers, man. She sounds like she took a bad spill. It's amazing. It is amazing. Thank you. I had fun with Tanya. Her and I were talking. I said there were from when I met file for your LLC today. Congratulations, Kelly. From when I met Tanya, I was like, we're going to collaborate on something. I'm not quite sure what. Yeah, she's a lot of fun, right? She's a lot of fun. It's all, Renee, we are not going to hold it against you. Thank you, my name. I have girl fingers. Yes. I haven't had nails on in years and years and years and years and years. And so I decided today it was time to put my nails on. And so I carved out about an hour and a half and put my nails on. So, and Dolores, I messaged you. Thank you for your patience. And it was basically me. I don't know. I had a haircut. I got a haircut. And I was like, ooh, if you look a girl. So I actually happened to have the polish. I had the polish. So, but what I realized when I realized when I was doing my nails today was I really wish I had someone to do the other hand. Although it's okay because for so many years of doing nails, I just know how to do them on both hands. It's not a big deal. But I was like, oh, this is something I'm having to remember. But what I do know is if I had to go back to my muggle job, I could do it. This is my muggle job, right? Sending major healing energy for Lisa Phillips's daughter. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Oh, the replay is available. The replay is available. We had a good time. I love how she did it. She had me pick a number. It was just a lot of fun. So yeah, always a good time when we get together and we do intuitive stuff with other people, right? All right. So I still don't know what Monday's class is going to be on crystals. I have no idea. I do know the class after that is spirit art. We're going to do some spirit art together, right? On the membership. And I will be showing you and walking you through an actual meditation to work ourselves up to the spirit art. So it's not just us slapping paint on a paper or canvas or anything. It is us actually calling in our guides. You use your nails as tools. I'm gonna have to really restrain myself from doing that. So it's been a really long time since I sent you the link, Mr. Fry. I sent it to you. There it is again. I love you. Okay. So, Eva, I hope you've had a wonderful day so far as well. Okay. So what are we doing today, you guys? We're doing Akashic. We are going to step into your Akashic halls. So, is there a supply list for the art? Yes. If you go to the private group, there is a video in the private group of me walking around with stuff and things. in Hobby Lobby, actually. And I believe I actually have the list on the newsletter as well. So you can go to the webpage and you do it as well. You used to do your own nails. I could do silk. This is silk. This is silk wrap. Silk wrap is harder. It absolutely is harder because you have to be able to cut both ways and not hurt yourself. So, okay. So Akashic calls, right? What are the Akashic calls? They are, if everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. The Akashic calls are a record of everything you've ever done, ever are going to do, past, present, future, extraterrestrial, all that, right? They're all in your halls. Why? Can anybody answer me why all of that is in your halls at one time? Don't answer at one time. But why is it all in your halls at one time? Why can you access all this at one time? Is like Michael's like Hobby Lobby? Yes, it is. Yes. It's like a Hobby Lobby. You can even get it. Well, no, any place that sells canvases, but Michael's definitely will work. Yes. Lisa Hip, condolences. Condolences. Absolutely. Yes. Art supplies. Mary, did you see I took care of things? It's because it's happening all at the same time. The only, do they have canvases? Does Walmart have canvases? I don't even know what site. Oh, wait. Because of all the random things I have on my desk, I have a measuring tape. I'm going to say that you can use any size canvas you want for the class that we're doing next week, right? Any size canvas you want, you can use canvas board, but I do recommend canvas over paper for this one. All right. Canvas over paper. Next month's mediumship art class is going to be, I love being able to do the art class. It's so much fun. Is going to be on cardstock, glossy cardstock. So if you have some of that you want to get in. Yes, Mary, I did say your name. Did you see that I took care of that thing you messaged me about? You can always, if you have that in hand, that's great. But I don't want to do it on matte cardstock. It will be on glossy cardstock for next month. This month is on a canvas of some sort. Doesn't matter what size. Okay. Okay. Now, so let us, and hi, Karen. I think we just met Karen over on the other feed. So we're going to step into the Akashic calls this evening. And first of all, who has the neck issue? Who has the neck issue? Let's see who was. I know where this is coming from. Okay. Mystical Gypsy. Mystical Gypsy had a traumatic past life. Because I've been sitting here all evening going, what is going on with my neck? My neck has been fine all day. Mystical Gypsy. I want to talk about a past life. I want to talk about somebody that was hung in a past life. I want to talk about a male past life. I get somebody that was very, very poor. They had their clothes. They're giving me indications by your clothes. Your clothes are very, almost like feed sack, very tattered, very dirty, I understand. Oh, okay. Never, ever, ever, ever shoot the Akashic reader. We never know where we're going when we start a reading. Please, please, please bear with me. I never know where I'm going. So sorry. This was a runaway slave. I definitely know this was a runaway slave. They're showing me sores on the bottom of his feet where he was stepping on something. He was out collecting something. He was harvesting something, and things would fall on the ground, and he would step on things. I don't know what the hell this is. He would step on things, and they would poke his feet, and his feet were almost like infected. And yet he was running away, and he was running away through slop and yuck and blech. And his feet got infected, so he wasn't able to run as far as fast. So I want to call this guy to be like 17 to 19 years old. He was fairly young, but he was very, very forward thinking. He was like, this is not, and he was correct, right? We all know he was correct. Not right. This is not the life that was meant for me. So he actually, at the very much the peril of his family, left. there was a connection to somebody that, because I'm not going to say he knew his extended family. Actually, it's a connection to one person he knew if he left, they got hurt. That, like, emotionally, it hurt them. But he was like, I just can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. But I feel like this infection in his feet really actually slowed him down so much that he couldn't fulfill his leaving. And you know what's really, really sad about this is I can see this guy. I can almost see out his eyes, and I can see the finish line over here. I think that he was so close that somebody else was watching him be taken. Like, somebody else was watching him be brought back, and they didn't. They hung him in the woods. They hung him in the woods, and they said horrible things, and I'm not going to repeat them. But they were saying horrible, horrible things to him. And it would give a feeling in life of just one little bit more, and I can get there. One little bit more, and I can get there. And I think in this lifetime, you're realizing that things can be torn down and barriers can be removed, and you can go further faster. So just keep that in mind when you're working on something and something gets thrown up as an obstacle. You can go, I've been through this shit. I don't need that. I'm going to move on. I know exactly what I want in my life. But they're giving me neck issues that might go with this, like a little bit crunchiness. My neck is actually crunching. That goes with this lifetime is a physical discomfort. So I hope that makes sense to you. Mr. Fry, I'm sorry. I just saw, won't let me come on with you from your phone. I'm sorry, baby. I hope that makes sense. I want you to know court was fantastic. Great, Tina Marie. Awesome. Awesome. I hope Mystical Gypsy was on here. Yep. Traumatic past. Okay. Why can't we all just love each other, for we all human? Absolutely. But there had to be certain trials, right? There had to be certain stumbling blocks. That's where we learn, right? Within the storm. Okay, keeping moving. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Okay. Jennifer is in and out. That was much earlier in the feed. So, hey, Seuss. I want to talk about a lifetime as a female that there was a deficit on one side. And I say that because I get a little bit of a feeling of unable to swallow completely. I also get a little bit of a numbness feeling on my eye. The sense of smell, it sounds so odd to say that the sense of smell on one side would be different than the other. I don't know if this is something that happens with some sort of trauma. But it just feels like I can smell on one side better than the other. And this person actually, this was a trauma. Okay, thank you. This person actually had one eye that just didn't work right. So it was almost as if they had been hit, I understand. I get it. Thank you. So this person had been clobbered in the head. This is a female past life. And what time frame are we talking about? Location? I want to say this is like India. It feels very populated and like people would just walk by, and nobody paid any attention whatsoever. And this person was searching for food, and it was so important that she found food to bring home, because not only was she trying to feed herself, she was trying to feed her children. But if she didn't bring food home, she got in trouble. And I feel like this is where the trauma come from. It was a very, very domestic abuse situation where she had just been was so lucky to be alive that that her husband had really just beat the living snot out of her. And he had expectations. You go out and you find food. Did he give her money? Absolutely not. She was just to go out and find food and bring food back. So the expectations were so unreal. The only option she had was to take food. I also want to say that I feel like she was caught doing this and never actually went back to her house one day. So I think that she was kind of like just whisked away and put away and forgotten someplace. I don't even feel like there was any kind of trial, anything like that. She was just put into a pit of people. And by a pit of people, I mean like a room, a big room of hundreds of people that just never went anywhere, never went anywhere. And he would have been livid that she didn't bother to come home. Because where was he going to get food? And of all of this, the issue with this particular past life is the guilt feeling that she never went home, that she didn't bring food home, right? So she didn't sit there and think, hey, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. She thought, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. They're not eating because I'm not bringing anything home. The responsibility that goes with this is immense. The everybody depends upon me can be crushing, can be very crushing. So you just make sure that you realize that you have to move forward on your lifetime. You don't have to support everybody else. You don't have to make sure everybody else is taken care of, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure you're not carrying an attachment from that lifetime with that. So, okay. All right. Moving on, right? Moving on. Okay. What a day. What a day. What a day. Are you having a day, Lori? You having a day? Can I get a whoop whoop from my late bloomers? Can we give a late bloomers whoop whoop? I know it's late. You guys are like, oh, it's a work week, a work day. What are you doing on? What are you doing on at 9:30 at night? What's your problem? And I wasn't on for coffee this morning. Jesus, you needed that. You know, they always put in front of us what we need to hear when we need to hear it, right? And this is a lesson. It really is, because I get a lot of people right now. I'm not offering, right? I'm not offering readings. This is it. This is it. I do late bloomers intuitive development classes, and I help people along their way. And if you want to do learn how to do what everybody else on the face of the planet can do, which is this, you can book that at mymysticallife.com. Here, this is the cruise that we're going on. But let me put this here. Okay, there we go. But one of the things that I get when I'm doing Akashic Records is I want to know about this particular lifetime. Amy Robertson, woo woo. But here's the thing. You may not need that information right now, right? We are fun people. What are we? Give us a word, you guys. What are we? We may not need the information from that particular lifetime to hear that right now. We might need to hear something else. So when you are given a reading, there's always something to be gleaned from it, right? May not always be what you like to hear, though. And that is when you know you've gotten a reading that's substantial, that I don't like hearing that shit. Why? Why? Who on God's green earth is mowing their lawn at 9:30 at night? Overachievers. I am not living up to that standard. I'm not doing it. I love this. Silly, magical, love and light. Fun. We are fun. We are all one sandwich short of a picnic. We are fun peoples. Right? Crazy. Bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. And on a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Everybody heard about the bird. Oh, bird. Not in other words. Whoopie pies. Bloop, bloop. You guys are so cool. Okay. All right. We tried to be. Everybody throw Miranda a welcome. Everybody throw Miranda a welcome. If you guys are new, let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. That is one thing we are really, really good at. We have a lovely bunch of coconuts. We have a wonderful, wonderful group of people. Few fries short of a happy meal. Gifted and blessed. Absolutely. Hi, Shirley Shannon. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're doing Akashic Records tonight. I'm going to try and keep it rolling. Dolores Puccio. Dolores. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go there. All right then. Not exactly where I expected to go when I started that one. I want to say I'm taken to stop mowing the lawn. I'm taken to Pearl Harbor, actually, uh, which is if you've never visited Pearl Harbor, you guys, it is an extremely quiet, solemn place full of energy and full of Dolores is like, uh-oh, you never know what's gonna happen. And here's the image that I'm given. Here's the image I'm getting. This is somebody, uh, Lisa, and confirm what? Um, uh, I get this fly. I get aviation. I get somebody in an airplane, and not necessarily on our side, right? And that's okay because that's part of our soul journey. That's how that goes. And we don't look at me flashing my boob all over the place. Um, we don't get to choose that on this side. We choose it on the other side, right? But I want to talk about the things that drove this person to um, start up a plane in the middle of the ocean and head towards Pearl Harbor on orders. And it wasn't just orders. So I want to talk about the drive behind this individual, the honor and the love of their country, and the feeling of righteousness, and the feeling that they were doing the right thing. And it was war, right? It was war. It was World War II, and it was he thought he was doing the right thing. So I definitely feel the remorse though that comes with this lifetime of this. He felt like this was a necessary evil, I guess is the best way to put this. He felt this was a necessary evil to take these people's life, allow them to move on and be in honor or whatever. But he did this for his own honor as well. I do know that he went down. It wasn't a situation where he flew his plane into something. It was a situation where he was shot at and his engines, and he was actually, I feel like he was shot in the body while he was flying, because he's holding something in his hand when he goes down. He's holding something in his hand when he goes down. He's actually got a picture or some sort of memorabilia that he's holding. And it actually feels like it could be cloth as well, as he is passing away. And he's alive down into the water. I do know that part, but I don't think he actually drowned. I think he passed away before that. But he felt he was panicked because he saw the water coming in. So this particular lifetime it's really about if you have any type of fear of water, that would be a big indicator right there. But sense of purpose, an extreme sense of purpose of, I can help somebody. I can help somebody. And the reason I'm saying that for this particular lifetime is it just feels not that lifetime, but this one. It feels like I can help somebody. I can teach somebody. I can help somebody, give them a hand up. And this is a direct tie to that lifetime because of the sense of honor that goes with that, and the sense of doing the right thing. So you're really in this lifetime working towards the right thing. I know you if you don't realize that you're a light worker, I don't know if that's what you do. I have no idea. But they're like, you've got one lesson down in the book for this lifetime. Oh, that's really interesting information. Thank you. They're saying you actually, thank you. Loving my red. Sporting it today, right? I had an interview, so I was trying to look classy. Okay. I'll hide the strings and the boobs. Okay, wait, let me get that right. Okay, there we go. So uh, Renee, I work with Metatron and Saint Germain within the halls. It's really, really interesting, and I can explain this in just a little bit. Let me explain how I work and do this in just a little bit, because there's actually interaction. It's really kind of cool. So I don't know if you understand, Dolores, that you're a healer in this lifetime, and you're working on healing not just other people, but yourself as well. So you have a really deep moment going on in this life because you've come really close to a lesson and you moved your goalpost. Yes, we're playing with the boobs on. You've come really close to a lesson, and it was very painful. And it was like an aha moment, and then your goalpost got moved. And I have a lot of people ask me, what is my life purpose? Matter of fact, I have one sitting on my webpage right now. What's my life purpose? How do I get to my life purpose? And I haven't answered them yet because it takes longer for me to type it than it does on the phone, right? And I just put nails on, so now it's going to take a lot longer. But the answer is this. If you get close to your destination on what's my life purpose, guess what happens? They move the goalpost. Why? Because if you achieve everything you're here to do, then what are you going to be learning then? So it's always, it is always in your benefit for them to move the goalpost, right? So your goalpost has already been moved this lifetime, Dolores. Now you've got new goals, new purposes. So good for you. Okay. Aaron, good job. Good call there, buddy. Okay. So Renee, or Raina, sorry. I didn't take any classes in this. I wasn't taught how to do this. I was journeying, doing a shamanic journey, and over the course of many journeys, actually, started working with Metatron and then Saint Germain, and then they just took me into the halls. So when I'm working within the Akashic halls, it's really, really beautiful. Each person's halls are different, but what happens is I go and I look for a specific index card, and when I pull the card, it comes up on a monitor, and it starts off as a picture. That's why I say never shoot the Akashic reader, because I never know where it's going after that. And then it starts to play as a movie. And if I am kind of like, well, I need some more information, I want to dig a little deeper into something, I'll actually get an image of that person standing in front of me, and I can do a back and forth dialogue with them. It is the most amazing thing. It is the thing that I do. It's how I work when I do Akashic Soul Awakenings, where I put people into shamanic trance and a shamanic journey, and then I meet them inside of the shamanic journey. And then we go together into the halls, and then I bring back 7 pieces of soul fragment that need to be soul retrievaled, and they get to meet their soul fragments. It is the most amazing. If you guys have had one done, please give me a shout out on it on here. And just because I'm always humbled by it. That's why I'm like, this is so cool, because I'm always humble to be into somebody else's halls. But to be in the halls with Saint Germain and Metatron is off the hook amazing. But then add on top of that soul fragments that need healing, and helping the person overcome the pain and see that fragment get to meet their fragment and fold them back into their soul. Truly a blessing. Truly a blessing. I don't know why my work is that way. But I know that when I am doing them, I only can do one a week, because they are a lot of work, and they're a lot of energy, and they're just very, very deep. And the person remembers every bit of it when they come back. So anyhow, I'm not gifted. I have great guides. We're all gifted. Every single person on the planet is gifted. I just have great guides. Everybody can do this. I don't know. I have no answer. I did a shamanic healing for you, and it was amazing. Thank you. My guides are great. Your guides are great, right? 7:30 there. It's not here. It's 9:30. Yours is a combination of ancient and futuristic. I get this heads-up display that is really cool. It's cool, isn't it? Because you can watch it as a movie. And just in the last 6 months have I had them pop down when I started doing the Akashic Soul Awakening. Matter of fact, I was in Hawaii when I started it. All of my best and greatest aha moments have happened in Hawaii. Every single one of them. The biggest awakenings that I've had have happened when I've been in Hawaii. And when this last time we were living there is when the Akashic Soul Awakening happened. And they came forward and said, this is a new thing you're going to be. And I also started trans channeling then too. Go figure, right? Allowing, guys, it is all about inviting it in and allowing. Have you ever met anybody that didn't have a guide? No, never. You will not come back here unguided. It just will not happen. A lot of people go, oh, I don't feel them. I don't see them. I don't experience them sometimes, whatever, but you will never come back here without a guide. It is so peaceful in Hawaii. Oh, I love Hawaii. And not for the palm trees and the whales either. The energy in Hawaii is so dynamic, so dynamic. We're talking 2023. We're going to do Hawaii maybe. Vedra, I haven't tried trans channeling. It's a trust issue. Amen, sister. I had a hard time to the point where we were recording because I was like, okay, if anything happens, I need this on tape. I need this for myself, And so there's on tape me like 30 minutes into attempting to trans channel, and my guide comes across and goes, she's so difficult. Oh, you think you're the only one on the East Coast? How about this, Mary? I live on the East Coast sometimes. The farm's on the East Coast. And then we're here in Central. And then Sam's over in Mountain. We live amongst them. Lisa Street, where do I know you from? The name sounds really familiar. How do we know you, Lisa? Have you been on our feed before? I'm pretty sure. Your name sounds so familiar. Yeah, there is a trust issue when it comes to trans channeling. Now, the last time I did a serious trans channel, it was not on purpose, and I looked very much like I had I watched back, and it was during a coffee chat, and I didn't intend to do it, but I was channeling. There's a difference between channeling and then when they really give the push and you just want your eyes to close. And I made the mistake of closing my eyes and then just started channeling like this. And I opened my eyes back up and I kind of said, we're not doing that. And I looked like I had a mini stroke because they kept stuttering me. They kept like, no, we're going to do this. And I was like, no, we're not. And I lost. I had to get offline because it messed me up the whole day. I was so sick. Yeah, I thought so. Lisa Street's on here quite often. Yeah. You're in Maine. See? There's people. Yeah. Oh. You're in Virginia, Philadelphia, Cinco de Mayo. I know I didn't make it to any place to get, I have some really good tequila in the cabinet, sipping tequila. Although I didn't drink any of it, but sipping. Who would have thought there was such a thing as sipping tequila? It is. It's good. Not cheap. Okay, let's go with Stacy Ham. Stacy Ham. Okay. All right. Different. So we're going to go to Egypt. We're going to go to Egypt. Florida. I was just in Florida. I'll be back in Florida eventually. My mom lives down there. Okay. Good evening, everybody. If you're new, give us a hey, I'm new, so we can give you a whoop, whoop, welcome. Stacy, I don't want to lose your name, Stacy Ham. I want to talk about Egypt. I want to talk about dedication and a way different level of dedication than I thought we were going to go with here. And this is where I'm going to trust my fact checkers on here because I have no idea about this. I don't know if the guards to I don't know if any of the guards in ancient Egypt were eunuchs. This is a feeling I get, that this is a male past life, but not a whole. This person didn't feel secure in who they were. They and I actually hear like robbed of identity. The one thing I can say is that this person was very close to the royalty in Egypt at that time. And I keep seeing alligators. I'm asking about the dynasty, and they're giving me an alligator head. So I don't know who that is, but there's something associated to an alligator head. Anybody Egyptology people on here might know something about this. But this person talks about having no family. He had no life. He lived in quarters, and this life, and I hate to say this, kind of feels like a void. It just feels like a void. It is a relief. He was so relieved when it was over. Like his soul was like, thank goodness. And they had a purpose. There was a lesson in it. What was the lesson? Because it's feeling very not so lessony here. A neutral life. Okay. He's calling this a neutral. I am on readings. Yes, I'm on readings. So he's calling this a neutral life. This was a life with nothing but much of a sense of duty to what needed to happen. It was almost like almost like a siesta. Almost like, we're going to sleep through this one. Our job is simple. Our job is super simple. We don't have to worry about too much. We're going to get in here. We're going to be of assistance. I understand. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm like, oh, we got to have something here. He was in this lifetime to be of assistance to somebody else. He was a motivation for somebody else, and he assisted somebody else in learning lessons. I actually feel like he was teaching some child how to be patient. He was he did have a great compassion for a child. I know it was a male child that he had a fondness for. And I actually want to say, I want to see either God's set or the one that judges peeps after the feather of truth trial in their afterlife. But then again, the croc was sacred to the Egyptians. Okay. Okay. Eunuchs guarded and kept the harem and the women. Would the male children have been involved there as well? Who said that? Okay, that was Vedra. Sobek was the alligator head. Yep, that's why I'm throwing it out to you guys, because I have no idea. I'm assuming that the male children would have been with the women for quite a while, because he had a fondness for one particular child, and this child just clung to him. I have no idea why, but he was there for quite a while in that capacity, where he was that was like that hole through that child's life. And that's pretty much why he came back in that lifetime, was to be a keeper for that particular child. And I think he changed capacities in which he worked as time went on. And he might have changed his station to be able to follow this particular child and be maybe a guard for the child. I feel like the child was actually somebody that was important. So he might have been assigned this person just as his personal guard. And the feeling I get at the end of this particular lifetime was, it's over, but oh gosh, it was long and drawn out, but I achieved my goal. So it's like score in this particular lifetime. So he was somebody that hi. He was somebody that achieved a goal. He achieved a goal in that lifetime, and he felt really, really good about it. And he's also talking about it being one little knit in a bigger pattern. That him and this person that grew into power, he says they did grow into power. They go back and forth in lifetimes, and they assist each other, and they're a good team. They're a good team. You're also a starseed. Been around a long time. Been back and forth a couple times. because he talks about that other person's knowledge and my knowledge too make us a power team. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, that gave me the shakes. Okay. All right, moving on. Moving on. Let's see what. Okay. I didn't know that they eunuched guys. I had no idea. Cool. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Let's not call that cool. But you know, I mean, it's really interesting. Really interesting that they give that kind of information in a reading like that, and it really was a void feeling. Okay, I'm gonna stop stepping out of that now. Okay, moving on. I scroll through the feed, you guys. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. I scroll through the feed, and who my guides tell me to pick to do a reading for, that's who I pick. So I don't go by number. I don't go by list or anything like that. I go through and I just pick on, I pick a name that my guides say, this one. And we're going to go with Patty Rosger. Rosger? Patty, are you still here? Patty Rosger. She was pretty high up in the field, so I want to make sure. Patty Rosger. Hope that makes sense, Stacy, because I'm like, who did I call? Patty Rosger? So, you guys, really quickly, while we're waiting to see if Patty replies, this beautiful. Let me move this so you guys can see it. This beautiful amethyst, gorgeous amethyst, has some geodes on it around the way, right? Gorgeous amethyst. Beautiful piece. We will be giving away. Oh, I have a calendar in front of me. We'll be giving away someday. We'll be giving this away the 5th of June. June 5th. June 5th, we'll be giving away the amethyst. No need to keep showing it off, my precious. My precious. I'll pick it up. It's heavy. It's very heavy. Thank goodness for cubic shipping, right? Or flat rate boxes. Oh my gosh. So has some calcites in it. It's really, really gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. It's heavy. Let's set it back over here. That is, I already told you to put it in my basket. That we will be giving away. That if you are in the membership, it almost looks like it's really dark, a really beautiful amethyst. It really is a beautiful, but it's not black. It's not a black amethyst, but it's just really pretty. If you want to be in on the drawing, everybody that is a member of My Mystical Life for the classes and the community and the meditations, by the way, I did the park bench meditation today. It will be out tomorrow. Can't say I remember a lot of it. So I have to listen to it again as I'm putting all the stuff through it. So yeah, that'll be out tomorrow. And that's the park bench. You guys, we talked about what kind of meditation you guys wanted to have for this time, because all of our meditations are shamanic journeys that are all channeled of Metatron, right? And I mentioned that you guys could go sit outside a park bench outside Life Between Lives and have a loved one come sit with you. So that is what tomorrow's journey is. And to be in on the journey, you don't just get from like tomorrow forward, or today forward, you get everything we've already taught. So it is the whole fleshing out of how incredible you are. You learn how to ground, center, protect, the whole 9 yards. There's 50 plus classes for you guys to go check out. We've gone everything from Go Blecky Teppy to last week was the big business end of being an intuitive. And we're doing that in a 4-session class. So we just have a lot of stuff that we do within the membership $11.11 a month is nothing when it comes to investing. Matter of fact, it way covers your entry into the drawing. Anybody that's a member already is in the drawing. So as long as you're a member by the end of the month, you get put into that drawing, right? You guys, there is no fighting over the amethyst. No fighting over the amethyst. What did we give away last month? What was last month? What did we give away last month? I know the month before that was Septarian. Cripe. What did we give away? I know Teresa White won it. Oh, the Bijou pair. We gave away the Bijou Jade pair, the big ones. That, yeah. Sam's really great about finding things to give away. The Jade Dragons, the Bijou Dragons, they were amazing. They were so amazing that ours are like this. Ours are like, oh, they're cute. And then we got these for the giveaway, and I'm like, what? So Sam ordered us a pair of them because we needed the bigger ones, right? The Bijou Dragons are for luck and prosperity and money and all that. So we will have one extra pair for sale. One extra pair. We bought 2 pairs. You're not a member? Nope. Ava, I don't think so. I'm thinking about the members list. I don't think so. All you have to do to be in this drawing is to join the membership. And I swear, if you don't think you get $11.11 a month out of it, then that's okay. If we're not for you, that's okay. But what you also get. Movie nights, absolutely movie nights. Erin with movie nights. There's so many things I didn't mention. Member spotlights. We're doing the channeling sessions where you guys who are we going to channel this month? We're discontinuing the intuitive spotlight for now, and once a month we're going to do channeling sessions. So I think this month, where's my list? Honestly, Lisa, I have a list of like this many people. Tell Sam to get more dragons. Yes, we are getting more dragons in. So it was so nice to meet you, Karen. We're going to channel somebody this month. Ellie and I are going to record it next Thursday. It'll be up next Friday. And I'm not sure whether it's going to be Ashtar, it could be Metatron, it could be Marilyn Monroe. I don't know yet. I just have to feel like who. And Isis missed. We did just a little Jimi Hendrix the other day. Just a little Jimi Hendrix, right? You need to have my hand held on that site. We are the next sale. I'm working on it. I'm changing platforms for our Mystical Crystals page. You guys, the page is still up. You can still, I didn't put Brandon Lee down, Erin. I do have to put that down. The page is still up and you can still purchase on the page, but I'm optimizing the page by going to another site. So that is my next week and a half of stuff. So if I start a sale by then, billing is going to be so much easier, guys. You guys are just going to have to do that. You can do PayPal, whatever you want to do. But we did a little Nikola Tesla. Sam needs to be here for Nikola Tesla, though. He has a really tight lifetime with Nikola Tesla. Yeah. When's the next sale? So I can't answer that. I don't know. I might do a small sale next week because we had in Celestite came in and so much stuff came in. Tiny. We had little tiny pairs of Toothless come in, right? We have a bunch of Toothless, by the way, small, medium, and large, and now minis. We have mini Toothless. I didn't even know they were coming. He's like, I don't remember buying them. I'm like, maybe you got to keep a list. You think you got to keep a list of the stuff you buy, man? Oh, yeah. Tesla, absolutely. But yeah, so we're going to do channeling. Then we have our member spotlight, movie night, spirit art. We're doing spirit art on the 17th. There's a crystal class on the 10th. And then we're doing fairy gardens on the 24th. Good night, Kristen. I have no idea how much the minis are going to be. He didn't even remember ordering them. So I have to look for the invoice. He's probably listening to this. I love you, baby. Then we have fairy gardens on the 24th. He was the real Edison. Yeah, I agree. Night, Isis. George Van Tassel. It's a good one. Yeah. Fairy Gardens, right? Hi, Fran. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to, we're going to do a couple more Akashics, and then we are, I don't know. Yeah, Tesla's a big one, right? Tesla's a big one. What am I supposed to do? What? Okay. Let's go with Lisa Hip. Lord, it's woman here. I'm looking very fancy tonight, aren't I? No, I had an interview. So the answer is actually drum roll, Trisha. You sure are trying, right? We should try, but we don't have to commit every ounce of ourselves to being that person that wants to run around butterflies and unicorn farts and be like, I love it. You know what? There's so many different types of spirituality that being spiritual means so many different things to so many different people. Don't try to cookie cut yourself to what everybody else says being a spiritual person is. When I first started this, I thought, Lisa Hip, I will not forget about you. And if I start to look like I'm going to, please be like, but when I first started on my journey, I would walk into these great big spiritual conferences, and I was working between the ULE in Ohio, and I was working between that and Quarter Horse Congress, or I think it was Equine Affair. And we had a stud up at Equine Affair. And yeah, it was Equine Affair. So I would have to go back and forth, and I would come in cowboy boots. And I mean, I just did not fit the bill. I didn't think, wait, let me rephrase that. I'll tell you an interview for what in just a minute. I didn't think I fit the bill. I didn't think I looked like an intuitive. Now, did that mean that I didn't think that I was an intuitive? If they were kind of closely tied at that time, because I didn't work as well as I do with my guides now. But there is so many different things that to so many different people, it's just amazing. So don't try to cookie cut yourself and be all, butterflies and unicorn farts. We don't need to do that. Interview. I was on Harmonia and Friends with Tanya Lee, and we did an interview on her YouTube channel and on Harmonia and Friends. It was a lot of fun. We did a little bit of reading together, which was a blast, and it was just fun. So I tried to, gussy up a little bit, right? Okay. We don't have to love everyone. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a fail if you don't just fall in love with everybody. It isn't a fail. You felt like you lied. So it was like, whoa, no. It's all good. You want cookies whenever you hear cookie. Some chocolate chip cookies would be so good right now, right? No. Jazz, how do you get in line? There's no line. It is my guides pull on, tell me who to work with whenever I'm scrolling through. So whether or not you're in the beginning or you're in the end of the feed, it doesn't matter because I'm always scrolling through to see who my guides want me to work with. So right now we're going to do Lisa Hip. Lisa Hip. Somebody should make cookies. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Okay. Lisa Hip. Oh God, really, you guys? Are we going to go over what kind of cookies we want? Dark chocolate chunk cookies. I have nothing like this in the house. Okay. It's a very large bug hitting in the window. Patience. Wait. Hold, please. Get the joke, Aaron? Hold, please. Okay. I'm looking for Lisa Hip again. There we go. Okay. Oh, and she has flowers as her thing. I can't even see her. Okay. Wow, Lisa. I'm not going there. So here we go. This is what I want to talk about. Oatmeal raisin. Look at you guys. I have a commitment to not eat after 8 o'clock. But Sonic is open till 2. um, so, Lisa, I want to talk. I'm going to give you where I started here. All right, I'm going to give you where I started here, and I'm going to just let it go and play this out the way that it was played out for me. And I hope you follow along and you understand what I'm talking about. The first thing I started to see was I started to hear gospel songs, and I don't hear gospel songs very often. So not that I don't love them. I don't think that they're beautiful and everything. It's just not part of my reading process. And then I started to see Christmas morning and the manger and Jesus and the whole Bethlehem thing, right? What I'm getting is a location. So I'm getting a location with this right out the gate. And the boy, wow, you have a lot of active guides. I mean, the push I have for mediumship right now is crazy. But hold please. We're not done that right now. Oh, this is so relevant to you though. So I'm like, oh, so, this is somebody that was associated, to the birth of Jesus and all of that. How very cool, right? How very cool. Are you still here? Because I haven't seen you. I just want to make sure. Just Girl Scout cookies. Come on, man. It's just not right. Okay. Oh yeah, you're here. Okay. Here's the way this plays out, right? Because I'm like, okay, so was this person present in I know this is a male energy. Was this person present at the birth of Jesus? And I'm thinking, la, 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 Jesus is born, all of that. And I get, whoa, it's not how it happened. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to go there. So I'm just going to, hey, don't shoot the Akashic Record Reader. Okay. The thing that I'm given here is it's a great story. It's a great story. Was Jesus born? Absolutely. Was he born in a manger? Probably. Was this person present? No. This person lived in the area. It wasn't the great big hoopla in Bethlehem. This is just the information I'm getting. So don't whatever, guys. Don't just take whatever you need from it. Okay. And he's like, it was just an occurrence. It's something that happened. Babies were born all the time. And this just didn't seem like there was no, bells ringing or anything. And that's funny. That's not funny. So he's talking about, it was just like he was born around the same time. Babies were born all the time. So this is a male energy that grew up in that area in the exact time of Jesus being born and being in that area. Okay. I want to say this person probably played in the same streets. I want to say that this person probably was even in his circle because there's a close relationship to Jesus. I do know that. And he talks about growing and learning, and I believe he worked alongside of him. Okay. I believe that he worked alongside of him. And, when it comes to his lifetime, people, just because of writings and things like that, they put him in this other category. And he lived a very, very normal little childhood, right? So it's really, really kind of cool that they're showing growing up in the same area, in the same play areas as, or doing the same things as he did. So there would have been a relationship, but really where they come into this is they're talking about as the people got older, as Jesus got older and this guy got older. I actually feel like they were pretty tight. Okay. I feel like they were friends. They knew each other, and that there were miraculous things happening. Okay. I do feel like they were like kind of in awe of this person. You can only imagine that Jesus probably put off this amazing healer energy, right? Just this amazing energy. So this person is talking about working right alongside him, building things, crafting things, and living a very human life and seeing the very human side of somebody that we don't think. Name dropper. I played with Jesus. Right, name dropper. So I feel like this person was. Hi, Vicky. He just didn't think anything of it. It's just the way it was. Yes, wonderful things happened, and he would go away and he would come back, and he would go away and he would come back. But he always came back. I'm not quite sure why that's important. Like, he traveled and he came back, and he traveled and he came back. And they just were there. They were friends. That's the whole thing. The original hands-on healer, right? The original one that's in the books. So where are we going with this? Because we need a little destination here. Thank you. Okay. He talks about sores. He talks about having some sort of illness on the body. Oh, okay. Thank you. Very helpful. He talks about having lesions, like these lesions on his body, on this lower half of his body. I'm not quite sure what they're from. There's some sort of disease that might have been going around. And he talks about the benefit of having been friends and being a recipient of a healing from Jesus. Jesus is your bro. He talks about and how that particular healing has carried through several lifetimes, where there is portion of the life that is just always going to flourish because that section of that life was healed back in that leprosy. Probably something that was very legiony, very contagious. And I don't know what you do. I know I've seen you online, and I know you have a group. That's about the extent of my knowledge. But if you are not, that's a great story. Thank you. I will go there. Okay. If you're not doing any hands-on healing, if you're not doing any light worker, healing types of things, boy, you should be. And I'm going to tell you why. I have a candle. Is it on my desk? No, it's not on my desk. Okay. It's not on my desk. I have a candle. I have a candle that was lit off a candle that was lit by Sufi saints, and the original flame was supposed to have been lit by the Dalai Lama. Okay. Who doesn't want to have a candle that's lit by the Dalai Lama, right? So I keep this candle, and when I have a student that I'm teaching in person, I will light my candle, and then I will light their candle. And it's a great way to perpetuate a divine flame, right? So it's a little yellow candle that's about this big now. I don't burn it very often, but you always light one candle to another candle to keep the flame, right? To keep that energy passing the torch. Absolutely, Ava. Absolutely. And that's the image that they give me with this lifetime, is they're like, pass the torch, because you have a huge gift inside of you, this very, very radiant gold energy to your auric field. And they're like, it comes from being touched by such a divine master that you should be passing this on. How cool is that? Okay. I'm sorry, but that's really like hands down cool. And they talk about your capacity for compassion, and crying is just so cleansing for you. So very cleansing. And you have people come in and out of your life that have been dropped in your path to be in their need of healing, and whether it's a physical or a mental, emotional type of thing. And they always feel so much more comforted when they're around you. So they're saying, use it with intent, because it's been placed in your path. I hope this makes sense to you, because I'm sitting here going, wow, job is home care. Okay. Job is home care. Yeah, it's the sense of compassion that rolls off of you, and healing. You have felt that that's really, I think that's the first lifetime I've ever given that somebody has been that close and been healed by Jesus. If you've ever actually been journeying or meditating or have an experience with Jesus where he walks into your energetic field as you're doing work, it is the most divine and amazing thing. Now, ascended master, absolutely. Absolutely. And did he walk the earth? Absolutely. I just think he's an amazing energy to work with. Whatever you do, don't burn your candle at both ends. This is good advice, right? Pass your candle. I don't know if I'm supposed to pass you a candle. I kind of feel like I'm supposed to pass you a candle, like light you a candle off of my candle and send it to you. Message me. So there we go. All right. Moving on. I just feel like I'm supposed to do that. It's a witness candle. That's what it's called. It's a witness candle. To another candle. Do you think? Okay. All right. We're going to do another one. Let's see. You know what? Instead of doing Akashic, I need to do a mediumship because this person is not going to leave me alone. Okay. I feel like I could, what a blessing. How cool is that? How cool is that to have been healed by Jesus? Come on. That's just really cool. Oh no. I think it's the first one I've ever done where, I've had people that have been associated to Jesus and they knew Jesus, but to have taken in some of his healing and being able to push that back out for others is truly amazing. Okay. So here, okay. Touch mediumship, guys, right? I don't know who this person is yet, but I just know that they are pushy. So if I ever intend to sleep tonight, we're going to do this, obviously. So here's the rules. We have rules, right? Yes, no's, I don't knows. I don't want to know any extra information. Please don't tell me it was Great Aunt Gertie. All right. Don't want to know. If it's you and you think you're in the yeses, awesome. Say yes. If it's not, don't worry about it. You don't have to say anything. Just enjoy the fact that somebody else is getting a message. Okay. This is gallery mediumship. So you have to claim whoever's coming across if they mean something to you. Please make sure you're taking the lion's share of the information. If a bunch of the information resonates with you, you have to take like at least 90%. I really prefer 100%. We have enough people on here that somebody should be able to take 100% of this information for a past loved one. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, but chill. So yes, no's, I don't knows. If I say, can you validate an object or an item or a memory, please validate that particular thing so I know where we're at here. All right. So don't forget, if you don't know who it is, don't comment at all. It's no big deal. Just if you think you know who it is, give me a yes. Don't give me resume says healed by Jesus, right? Can I get an amen? Okay. I hope that helps, Lisa. I also know I need to tell you that you can use that capacity to heal your own heart. So, okay. The company you work for is called Angels in Your Home. Right? That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So let's see who we have here. I have a male energy here. Probably passed away due to some sort of heart issue or heart attack. Because as soon as I said that, I got this right here. Okay. And I feel like there was a situation that led up to that. I don't know that it was actually a heart issue as beforehand as it was something that created that problem that, hi from New Zealand, that created a heart attack issues. No, these are not paid. I don't charge for these. These are just because I need to have fun. Right? Harmonia, there's Tanya Lee. So she's like, are you still on? Sam's not home yet. So this is a male energy. I want to say I get East Coast. And the reason I get East Coast because I get a Jersey accent, but that doesn't necessarily mean Jersey. It just means East Coast, probably larger city, and somebody that had dark brown hair. So who at this point can say yes to all of this information? So I have a male. I keep getting the number 56, but that could be relevant to anything. I don't do really well with names. I just don't, I'll tell you that. It would have been the east side of the country, probably closer to a big city, if not in a big city. I feel like it could have been some sort of heart issue, heart attack. Could have been led to by medication. I feel like it was something that was ingested that caused maybe heart issues. It was like one thing led to another kind of thing. This person would have, oh, well, let's see where I'm at here. Okay, I have a lot of yeses. So you guys make sure that you can take every bit of this information, okay? As I go forward, Jen, as I go forward, just know that you need to be able to take it all, okay? So I feel like there was something that, I really feel like there's something that caused the heart attack rather than it just being a heart attack, okay? I want to say this person was good at math. They're showing me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. They might have liked this type of music. I don't know who that is. I don't know what band it is. It's just what I'm hearing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody Google it. I have no idea. Bar, maybe a bar. It might be a bar scene, not a nightclub. That feels too cheap. I feel like there was good circle of friends, and there was a lot of companionship. In my mind, I kind of go gangster, just because, or mobster, just because that's the kind of, I don't know why, but it's not. It's like a close knit group of people. So, I'm trying not to pay attention to the feed until I have to look for yeses, because people are giving information and I can't. If you give me information, then I can't give you an accurate, unbiased reading. So I just am trying to bring across information that people can say yes to. Okay. So, or I don't know is valid as well. If we don't know everything, do we? No, we don't want to. Okay. So how many yeses do I have right now? How many yeses do I have right now? I'm not saying they're in the mafia. I'm not saying in the mob. I'm just feeling there's a group of men that are very tight with this person. And they might have called themselves something like that. How many yeses do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's Huey Lewis in the News. Is that Huey Lewis in the News? Okay, so I have a gentleman. I keep getting the number 56, but that could be irrelevant. I don't know what that's to yet. Passed away from something that led to a heart attack. I don't feel like he might have had like that was a sudden thing. I think it was something that led up to it. I actually feel like there's something ingested or taken in or something along those lines that led up to a heart attack. He had dark brown hair. He was off the East Coast. He had a brotherhood of friends. I keep hearing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that Huey Lewis in the News? Is that Huey Lewis in the News? Which would be New York, right? New York area. They keep going back. They keep giving me this big city area of the East Coast. Is that Huey Lewis? And I also feel like they liked the bar, like that's where they met up, or that's funny. They show me Peter Griffin. They show me Peter Griffin. They're like, look, people sitting at a bar, in the table, in the booth. There was enough room for everybody. Everybody was family. Okay, keep moving on. Yes, it's a male. It's a male. Thank you very much, Nighthawk. It's Huey. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. And that's absolutely spirit information, because I'm not a music person. Like the TV never is on and there's no music in the house. It's silent. all the time. It's great. Okay. They might have played poker. They might have played cards. They might have played cards. I see poker chips. Okay, I need more. I feel like there might have been a great love for this person, but I don't think that they were with them. I think that they held a lot of love for people, but they might have a little bit of they had a fondness for one person that they were not able to ever actually either there didn't mesh as well as they thought they could, or it was a great love that it feels tragic. It feels tragic. We are doing one at a time. I feel like this person would have had a concussion at one point in their life, like they had gotten hit across the side of the head, and they had a pretty substantial concussion. I almost want to say it might have been an accident of some sort. I don't know if they rode a motorcycle or some sort of, because I keep seeing a bicycle, but then I hear motorcycles in the background. And I get this really sick feeling, like I just want to be sick. Like there's been an occurrence that just is unbearable. Okay. I'm just going to say this, so I have no idea. This is exactly what I heard. I'm going to say exactly the words that I heard. Someone says, Mama says hi. Mama says hi. I don't know if that means anything, anything at all. Not on cycle. No on cycle. It just feels like a concussion of some sort, moving forward quickly. Mama says hi, as I actually heard it. It's an older male. It's an older male. But I'm going to say older, but like 50s, 50s, which, by the way, is super young. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what this means. I have no idea what this means. It means he keeps showing me a newspaper. It keeps showing me a newspaper. And on the newspaper it says 1943. The number 1943 would have meant something to the family. 1943 would have meant something to the family. And he's trying to give me exact information to say, like, let's pinpoint this. Not a patient man, okay? Like, he's not mean about it, but he's like, women. Look, buddy. Oh, God, 1943. I don't know what the significance of that time frame is. I see ships. I see it doesn't feel like war. It's a number for the family, not necessarily for him. It's a number for the family, he says. And he shows me fireworks, like 4th of July. He also shows me hound dogs. And ask me why. Kelly, possibly. Because the image I have of the ships are people disembarking off of ships and like flyers and streamers and celebrations, and that's what I see. It's not wartime. It is celebration. How many yeses do I have so far? The color red. Statue of Liberty. Something about being very tired and exhausted. Where are we? Not sausage dogs. No, hound dogs. My crown chakra. 90%. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to find out that 1943 is important. And 1943 is important. I get documentation. And I hear the word wise guy. This person probably would have enjoyed gangster movies, or I almost feel like he would have thought he was like really, a guy's guy. Forget about it, that kind of thing. I keep seeing like My Cousin Vinny. Mr. Fry has information to add. Please add information, Mr. Fry. Call me on the phone. Call me. You are not allowed to type and I'm calling Mr. Fry for added information. We're phoning a friend. Mr. Fry, I will put you up here so that people can see you.
Yeah, they don't need to see me. Okay, so this guy was a Mason. He was Irish. His family fled from Ireland during the war. Atlantic City, he liked to gamble. When he was in the 80s, he liked to go to Atlantic City and gamble. Had a bunch of buddies. They would all go there. That's where you're getting around the table and chips and stuff, because they would all go gamble in Atlantic City.
I don't know that we're picking up on the same person, only because I feel like this person is more brown hair. I don't know about the Atlantic City thing though.
Okay, so Irish people aren't all redheads.
Yeah, I know that. I'm phoning a friend. We're phoning a friend. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, wait. There you are. Oh, no, wait. I'm so confused. Okay. All right, baby. I'm sorry. Anything else?
I got a name, but I'm not going to give it up right now.
Okay. You want me to leave you here?
But anyways. No, I'll go back to the feed. It's all good. If I do anything else, I'll pipe in and say hey.
Okay. All right, baby.
But, yeah.
All right.
I got him as a Mason. That's where the counting comes from, is a Mason thing.
Construction kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, he was actually a Mason, and all his buddies were Masons too. So, and a side note, when you was talking about that Japanese pilot in Pearl Harbor, it was exactly. I came up with that just before it was a torpedo plane. They came in and they dropped torpedoes into Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've. Yeah.
Yep. So, okay, I'm out.
All right. All right. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
All right. Bye. Okay. Okay. This is my space. Don't. Okay. So Sam feels like there also might have been some Irish roots there and Atlantic City as well. I don't know if we're picking up on the same person or if we're picking up on different people. So I'm going to continue on and see where we're at here. I also want to say I feel like there might have been a Cadillac. Or a big boaty car like that. A big boaty car. But I really kind of feel like this was and I hate to do this because I know somebody has an immigration family in the mediumship here. So that kind of is like yeah, that's exactly it. They heard Sam. They pushed the door open. Brats. Okay. Okay. Can anybody confirm a Cadillac or a big boaty car? We're fun people, Tiana. Aaron, chill. Behave. There's lag, you guys, so I'm waiting for lag. This is what they came in to do. I'll show you. Just stare at me. They're here to stare at me. Odin. What? They came in here to stare at me. Like, are you done yet? Are you coming in the other room yet? Because we're kind of bored. Okay. So nobody can confirm the boat car. It's like a boat. Oh, there's the feed. Holy crap. There it went. Whew. He is so cute, isn't he? Yes, immigration, gangsters, etc. Should we say what's yeses now? Okay, so Raina, are you in at like gangsters? Because I need to know. Are you in at gangsters? Not on the car. Okay. It's a feeling. You know the feeling you get, you may not. In a big car when it floats because it just is a floaty car. That's the feeling I get. Um, I keep hearing wise guy. I keep hearing somebody that was wise guy. I keep hearing that. And everything else kind of points towards gangster. I keep hearing the purple gang, which to me means gangster because where I grew up, well, that's the gangsters. Uh, Mobsters. No, serious business, man. My grandma hid Al Capone in her basement. Don't mess with us. No kidding. No, I'm not kidding. She did really, but there's stories there, right? Anyhow, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna grab one more piece of information. Come on, give me something really, really great. Yeah, Raina, I'm sorry. I don't know. Do I keep freezing for everybody else? You guys don't forget, go to My Mystical Life and like, follow, and share. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and click that little whatever and click the bell. Here we go. Your grandpa knew Capone? Actually, Capone was a huge family man, believe it or not. There's a story there. I'll tell you the story if you guys want to hear it. It's a really great story. It really is a great story. Okay. There may be some object like a watch or a piece of adornment that this person would have, you might have from this person. Was that channeling or a joke? I don't know. No, we really did. My grandma really did have Capone in the basement. My grandma did. He came to Bucky Russ. Bucyrus. I know it said Bucyrus, but I do it to annoy the hell out of Sam and call it Bucky Russ, Ohio. What was that piece of information? Crap, what was that piece of information I just gave? Oh, a watch, some sort of watch or adornment that somebody in the family has from this person. I know that's so vague. It feels like a watch maybe a broken watch. Who can take watch? Who can take everything, including watch, from the person that they feel passed away? The watch has to be from the person, or the jewelry has to be from the person that passed away that you think this is. This is long and drawn out, right? Yeah, it's got to be watch. I keep hearing TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. And my feed has stopped again. So when it comes up, it's going to go. I'm being patient. Just waiting. And I keep hearing it. Huey Lewis in the news. I really feel like this person lived by New York. In the East Coast. Big city. Forget about it. Okay, who can say, I know who this is? I know who this is. This is me. My feed has stopped. It's frozen, so I'm waiting. I keep getting so many big city references. I should do the Jeopardy music as I wait for it to catch up. Raina feels like this is her. Okay. Let me see if anybody else feels like this is them. Okay. Okay. As you're doing that, like my crown chakra is just like lit up. This person is pretty adamant about coming across. Okay. They are just like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. The world should stop. I'm here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and give you the message for this person. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. This person has a sense of humor. This person has a sense of humor because they're like, what, how did you put it? Like the money's in the wall. Like he's joking. Like, I hid the money in the wall. Isn't that what everybody wants to hear from people that pass? I hid the money here. It's just a funny thing for somebody to come over and say it's with a sense of humor, like the body's in the trunk, kind of thing. All this for a joke. I know, right? All this for a joke. No, he's got more message than that. And I think the message here is, you know what? There's some things that are serious in life, and there's some things that we have to take with a grain of salt. There are moments in time where we are so shaken that it's an underground convention with the spirits tonight. There's some moments that we're so shaken that we can't figure out what's up, what's down. And those are the moments when we have an opportunity to turn inward and find out how we really feel about situations and how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about moving forward in life and what we want to take from the lessons in those dark moments. He goes, forget about it. Forget about it. Time. Oh, that's such a strong push. Thank you very much. Time is only relevant right here. On the other side, it's just beautiful. And I say this all the time, right? On the other side, it's so beautiful. It's because it's said all the time. And what may seem painful is opportunities to learn. And there's always a hand out for you, not a hand out, a hand up. There's not a hand out. Nothing's going to be given to you. Nothing's going to be given to you. But there is a hand up. Allow me to help you. So allow the help. Listen. And when he's like, for crying out loud, when something drops in your lap, don't ignore it. Don't miss an opportunity because it was too obvious. That's what he's talking about. Don't miss an opportunity because it's too obvious. And I think that this is something that is, the body is in the trunk. I think that this is something that he's seen you do. It's too good to be true. Nothing is too good to be true. And he doesn't want you to miss opportunities. He's around a lot. I hope this makes sense. But the body's in the trunk. Body's in the trunk. So I'll tell you. Renee, I'm sorry. Raina, I'm sorry. I keep calling you Renee. Raina. The money's in the wall. That's what he said. He's like, there's money. Manifest it. Manifest it. No one's ever seen you put a body in the trunk? That means you're good at it. So my grandmother, I'll tell you our Al Capone story. It's really quite fascinating. I wasn't joking about the Purple Gang. Point Place, Toledo, Ohio, famous for the Purple Gang. Point Place is between Detroit and Chicago. Okay. And then there's Pittsburgh. So it's like this great little hot spot, right? He's in the trunk. Oh my gosh. So Toledo was a hot spot on the water. Lots of smuggling went on during Prohibition. But I mean, there was just a real hot spot of violence that went on in Point Place. And so the Purple Gang went through there quite often. And they were in association. Actually, at this time, my grandma lived in Chicago. But the Purple Gang was relevant in this somehow. She met Capone through the Purple Gang. Oh, I understand. I remember her husband. Hey, no. Her husband was associated with the Purple Gang. He was obviously a mobster or gangster kind of guy. I love you too. Yes. You done? Okay. Thank you. And very, very abusive. Now at this point, my grandmother, you're very welcome, Raina. You're very welcome. And it always seemed long and drawn out, right? You know what it was? I was resisting there's a lesson here. Don't go nowhere. So my aunts were born. I had two aunts that had been born, and she was married to this really, really violent individual. Oh, 1943 is when he was murdered. That makes sense. Okay. So wow. I'm impressed. Not with me, but with him for coming across with information like that. So my grandma was very, very abused. He beat the crap out of my grandmother. Her first husband did. And he was involved in the Purple Gang and Capone's gang. And, he was in that. And Capone was wanted. So they actually hid Capone in her basement. And there was one day that he was beating the crap out of Grandma, and Capone was in the basement, and Capone come up and beat the crap out of him. And he moved my grandmother and my two aunts out of that home and put her in a safe place and gave her money to start a new life. So when I say he was a huge family man, he held family above all things. But that is our family's Al Capone story. And without that story, I wouldn't exist. Without that story, she wouldn't have remarried and found my grandpa and all of that. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing how one little change, one little thing, one little piece of compassion from somebody everybody thinks of, like, Capone, the mobster, blah, 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 changes so many different people's lives. So Alcatraz. Yeah, Alcatraz. Ugh. I don't even want to go to Alcatraz. That's like one place I don't need to go. I mean, I'd like to look at it from a distance. That's it. So I might want to make a reference to something that he passed so long ago, and he showed me that newspaper of 1943, right? This is talking about Raina's relation, and the reason it took so long, and I'm throwing myself under the bus here, you guys, every one of us, he was not a nice man on earth, right? It doesn't matter on the other side. Every one of us, every intuitive gets information, right? It's the information we choose to put across. And I was really resisting the very, very, very obvious gangster connection. Forget about it. New York City. I mean, there's just all this stuff that I was the gang aspect. Yeah, he was not a great man in every respect, Sandra. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of people died because of him, but there was some good aspects to him. So when we're doing readings, that's a trust issue right there. That's a trust issue. I was just like not trusting myself that I was getting the correct information. And if I had done that sooner, that would have been over a whole lot earlier, right? So trust yourself, you guys. Yes, he did have more compassion than he was known or said. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting, right? The Valentine's Day massacre. That wasn't a very compassionate day, was it? No, it wasn't. Yes, that's what you were trying to say. Okay. All right. So with that, you guys, I am going to sign off. I've been on a couple hours almost. And obviously the dogs are in serious need. They look so abused. They need love. And I'm going to go do that. And right, buddy? I know life is hard. Life is hard. And everybody have a wonderful evening. I have enjoyed my time here. And I hope to see you guys again. And if you haven't, like, follow, and share My Mystical Life, if you're not a member and you want to be in the membership and enjoy all of our classes and the giveaways and all of that. Okay, see, they know I'm coming to an end now. They're like, we know that sound. Then there's the membership right here, mymysticallife.com, and members at the top. $11.11 a month. So cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm kind of expensive. But there we go. You'll come over and love on the dogs. You know what you get for that? Slobber. It's your payment. Your payment is slobber. It's gross. And okay, he is kind of cute. Do you have it? Can I have it? Can you bring it here? Bring it here, Odin. Bring it here. Bring it here. I thought you were going to swallow it, for the love of all things holy. Come here. Bring it here. Can we see your toy? Can we see your toy? Bring it. Can I see your squishy? Give it. No, I can't have it. Give it here. I want it. No, he's not going to give it to me. All right, you guys. Have a good night. Love you bunches. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, and because you are. And I will talk to you again.